when you forget to hit the start recording button. What's up, everyone? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back Battles. Oh man, I should really hit start record. Well, then again, I only started 2 minutes ago. Luckily, I wasn't actually recording a video, so thankfully for that, I mean recording battles. We're gonna go against Gloria, which has a, I believe, 1700 rating. We're gonna see a team of Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Ninetales, Kartana, Tapu Fini, and Arcanine. Good old AFK. I like this team. I really like this team, actually. Reminds me of one of my old teams that I used to use with Muck over the Ninetales. This is going to be a pretty hard matchup. I don't like the matchup. I want to bring Xurkitree in this just because I really want to bring Xurkitree. I think the best play is Weavile Gyarados leads against these kinds of teams. Have the Xurkitree in the back, and do I need Torkoal? Because I don't think my opponents bring Kartana. I think you bring... Actually, no, I want to bring Torkoal. I was thinking it brings... there's so much... Okay, I wish I had more time because I really wanted to bring the Tapu Bulu, because Tapu Bulu knocks out Garchomp, it knocks out Tapu Koko with grassy terrain up, of course, knocks out Fini, superpowers to Kartana. It would have just been a fantastic mom, but I realized that Torkoal is necessary in the matchup. Specifically, you needed to stop the Ninetales from setting for Weavile, which might screw over my game plans. Gyarados, Weavile will take the field as my opponent does lead to Tapu Koko Garchomp. So my opponent didn't have a ground resist, so I really doubt this is Scarf Garchomp, and if it is Scarf Garchomp, why? Just why? Okay. So we have the pressure going. We got this Intimidate pressure going. And okay, so this is standard Tapu Koko Garchomp lead. I could obviously anticipate the Tapu Koko to protect because it doesn't want to take a fake out, and the Garchomp to go for a Rock Slide, or maybe he wants to set up a Swords Dance or switch out. Best play no matter what is to just fake out the Tapu Koko slot and Dragon Dance up with the Gyarados, because Dragon Dance is pretty free. I don't want to make any reads with the Tapu Koko because Tapu Koko is it's a mon I don't want to predict against. Garchomp's going to protect, which is very good, so going to get fake out off onto Tapu Koko. So I think my opponent was trying to hard read me, because I think my opponent expected, I know that Tapu Koko going for protect is obvious, so he might just double up into the Garchomp, or maybe the Garchomp doesn't want to take an ice move. So very good turn for me, as I was able to get the fake out on Tapu Koko for basically free. I have a very solid position here now. I think the best place to go for Ice Punch in the Garchomp and Tectonic Rage into the Tapu Koko. Getting rid of Tapu Koko is pretty huge. Of course, there is a chance that Arcanine does switch in for the Garchomp slot, so maybe I should just Feint. Because I think Garchomp should probably just switch out into Arcanine, because I think that's your best potential play. I'm going to Feint the Tapu Koko and go for the Tectonic Rage in case my opponent does go for a switch into Arcanine and Protect. Because I wanted to knock out Tapu Koko, because Koko is a very annoying Pokemon for me. We are going to see the Garchomp withdraw and probably Arcanine. Ninetales actually coming out. Actually, why did I Feint the Koko when I already broke a potential Focus Sash, and why would it be Sash on a Ninetales team? That might be a miscalculation on my part, but we do get the Feint. Is this Scarf Koko? Okay, no. I was just about to say, is this Scarf Koko? No. Here comes the Tectonic Rage into my opponent, as we will be able to pick up a knockout onto this. Okay, we will pick up a knockout onto this, what's it called? We will pick up a knockout on Tapu Koko, which is pretty nice. I still don't like the position too much. Tapu Koko does go down, which is very fortunate for me, because Tapu Koko is a very hard Pokemon for my team to switch it in, especially when I didn't bring Tapu Bulu or Lilligant as ways to deal with it. Let's see what my opponent brings out. Garchomp is probably a no-no, so Arcanine is probably in the back. Kartana? My opponent didn't bring Arcanine? I don't know how I feel about that, but oh, this is probably Scarf Kartana, isn't it? Well, Torkoal's a pretty free switch in for myself, and I think I'll try to break this. I think you just, what, Leaf Blade? The Weavile slot and Freeze Dry? I think I'll go for, well, I kind of just want to break the Sash. on the Ninetales, so I think I'll sack Gyarados here, because I don't really need Gyarados. I already confirmed it's not Scarf Garchomp, so I feel like just getting a Waterfall would be huge. Just to break the sash on Ninetales, obviously. Torkoal will come out here, as that is going to be a nice Sun. Nice Sun. Leaf Blade is going to come out, and does target down the Weavile slot. Is that a crit? That's not a crit, wow. I actually thought that was a crit. Okay, Waterfall going to come out. I don't think we're seeing a Weavile. Yeah, Freeze Dry. Perfect. Targets down the Gyarados, which will pick up the knockout. That Kartana did a lot of damage. I wonder if it's like AV or if it's like, I wonder if it's AV. I really wonder if it's AV. Because it is Sash Ninetales, so I would... Okay. Best play here is Eruption. Fake out the Kartana. Yes. Because Ninetales can't touch Weavile at all. And Freeze Dry should mean that my opponent doesn't have Icy Wind, so I'll go for the Eruption here. Unless this is a no... Okay, what if it's one of those Encore and Ninetales? That'd be annoying, but I think the best play, no drawback play, is to fake out here into Kartana and just go for an Eruption. My opponent doesn't have a switch. It's most likely Scarf Kartana because switching out probably means it. So Ice Punch would have probably been the better play, but if it wasn't Scarf and it had Protect, that was a problem. And if it Leaf Bladed my Weavile, I think I lost the game, so. I'm gonna sack this. My opponent has Icy Wind. Was not expecting that. Okay. So that's huge. That's absolutely huge. We will get an Eruption off, so that will be able to knock out the Ninetales as well as the Garchomp. Well, knock out the Ninetales, so it's probably one of those Protectless Ninetales. I might have just threw this game away. Because Kartana comes back out. This does not look good. This does not look good. Mission Control, this does not look good. Yeah, because I'm in a rock and a hard place now. I will protect my Torkoal here. Into Xurkitree we go. I think the Kartana just clicks the Leaf Blade. Unless you click Smart Strike, I guess. You could click Smart Strike, I guess. Alright, we protect with Torkoal. Leaf Blade goes out into the Xurkitree slot, and that doesn't knock out the Xurkitree. Oh, that's not good. Tectonic Rage does come out. Targets down to Torkoal. I think I threw this game away. I should have just Ice Punched. I should have just went with my gut. Ah. Oh. Okay, Tectonic Rage. Targets down the Torkoal slot. That's going to be, what, 50? Yeah, 50. Can I do anything? Does my opponent let me do anything? I think you just Leaf Blade. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed either way. I don't have a counter. Maybe I hope that's not Scarf Kartana. Maybe that's the only way I can win. Or maybe I have to go for a double protect. I think I have to go for a double protect. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I have to go for a double protect. I think I played this endgame pretty poorly. I think I had what I want to do. Yeah, we failed to protect. A Leaf Blade comes out, probably in the Torkoal slot. Actually, it's a Xurkitree. Okay, so maybe I should have switched into my Weavile, but I thought my opponent's best play would have been to Leaf Blade the Torkoal slot, because knocking out the Torkoal secures a game for the Kartana. Yeah, as my opponent Earthquakes. Hard into Weavile we go. Yeah. Weavile comes out. I just want to see if this was Scarf Kartana, because I'm going to be kicking myself really hard if this wasn't Scarf Kartana. Maybe Icy Wind could double crit and that knocks out Kartana. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure this is Scarf Kartana. Yeah, it is Scarf Kartana. Outspeeds my Weavile. I think I played the endgame pretty poorly. I knew that it was Scarf Kartana, but I wasn't anticipating the Icy Wind since we already saw a Freeze Dry from the... the Ninetales, so I thought that it was probably going to be the Blizzard, Aurora Veil, Icy Wind, and I thought worst case scenario would be Encore. So maybe it was just, I don't think it was the play at all to just, it would have been the play just to go for the Ice Punch, or maybe just fake out Ninetales, because if I faked out Ninetales, I would have been, well, even if I faked out Ninetales, maybe I wouldn't have been in such a good position. No, I think I had to go for the Ice Punch, because I knew Garchomp was coming in, I knew that 100%, but I couldn't risk, okay, what I couldn't risk was the smart, just a straight Leaf Blade into the Weavile, knocking out the Weavile, and then Garchomp coming in while Weavile's out, and then Xurkitree plus Torkoal, and then I can't win the game at all. So that was probably my worst nightmare. But yeah, I don't think my play makes as much sense, because I feel like switching out into Garchomp was your best play. So yeah, I think I took that game away. I'm actually pretty upset about how I played that last match. I need a charger. I cannot find mine, so I'll be right back. Jeez, I'm probably not going to be sleeping for a while after that game. I had it. I really think I had it. But yeah, I think shouldn't have choked that. I think I really had the position where I would have been. Instead, I could have easily won that game, and just needed to make that one hard read. Really needs to make that one hard read. That's unfortunate. Especially since I really didn't have to fake. Well, I'm beating myself for that. Let's talk about something else. Okay, so I think I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but spring break's coming up for me. I'm thinking of streaming once again. Gonna try to do it decently, consistently. We got Jonathan from the United States, 1584 rating. I will probably be streaming tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Or maybe it's the same day, Wednesday, if you're watching this video on a Wednesday. But I'll probably be streaming sometime on Wednesday. So you can follow me on Twitch if you want to go that. If you don't have a Twitch account, you can follow me on Twitter to watch that, to find out when I go live, because I always tweet when I go live. And if that's the case, if you don't have a Twitter or a Twitch account, I'm going to be, just subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to probably be posting a video when I go live. So we'll see. We got Jonathan with the team of Arc. Why are we facing? Okay, so I had okay, one of my losses off camera was against this team, and okay, so the matchup is, unless my opponent changed the spreads, if this is the exact same Aaron Zhang team, the Tapu Lele is slower than my Lilligant. So what I need to do is Sleep Powder connect with the Drifblim. Yeah. So I'll go Lilligant Torkoal. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same set. I don't need Weavile. I think Xurkitree Gyarados is fine in the back, because Xurkitree does do a lot to the Metagross, which is kind of what I'm hoping for it to do. But yeah, this is going to be... Okay, what I'm going to have to do is play this right. I don't get why the light's changing when I'm not even doing anything. Like, I'm really not doing anything. Nothing in the background is, like, happening. It's just that window. I don't know why. It's like whenever I move my head or something, it changes. So, we got Lilligant Torkoal as the lead. Tapu Lele, Drifblim. Always the standard lead. We're going to probably see... I don't know what my opponent's going to do. Okay, so if I didn't know this team, I protect the Torkoal, Sleep Powder to Drifblim, because Drifblim could carry Disable, which actually in my previous loss it was Disable Drifblim, and it disabled my Sleep Powder after I missed it onto Drifblim the first turn. Tapu Lele protected. So, but since this is most likely, I mean, Tapu Lele would probably protect, right? I'd rather not risk Tapu Lele getting a bunch of damage off, so I'm going to just Eruption Sleep Powder and hope for the best right here. I don't care if Tapu Lele protects, I get a bunch of damage on Drifblim, and Drifblim decides to set up a Tailwind, and also the fact that I do have Sleep Powder. Next turn to hit the Tapu Lele, unless this Drifblim again carries Disable. I don't think Drifblim gets Safeguard. Okay, yeah. We're going to see it protect, so Sleep Powder onto Drifblim would have been the best play, but I don't really need to connect the Sleep Powder to Drifblim if this is like the Aaron Zhang set. Unless it carries Destiny Bond. Oh, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. I just realized how big of a threat that would be. We got an Eruption out. I should Sleep Powder to Drifblim. Okay. Now I kind of wish I regret not bringing Bulu because I kind of would have loved Bulu here. I'm gonna Sleep Powder. I really regret not going for Sleep Powder into Drifblim and the Protect. Because I'm pretty sure you just Destiny Bond. Well, no. Don't you aim for a Psychic? Okay, he could either Destiny Bond or just go for a Shadow Ball. I'm going to go into Xurkitree and Sleep Powder to Tapu Lele. We'll see how this works. I'm really going to scout for a Destiny Bond and I need to Sleep Powder on the Lele. So we'll see how this goes. No, it's just a Shadow Ball, so I could have freely Eruptioned or Heat Waved. Xurkitree's going to take a bit of damage, Sleep Powder. And Tapu Lele Voice Attack. That's 2 for 2 today. Oh, but it targets down to Xurkitree. Okay. Not the worst case in the world. It's Life Orb? Yeah. Actually, will Bloomden knock out the Tapu Lele? No, I doubt it. I doubt Bloomden would knock out Tapu Lele. Well, it has taken chip damage. Maybe I have to risk it? I think it's a safer option than Sleep Powder, but I don't think Bloomden knocks it out. Oh, I wish I knew the calc now. I wish I knew the calc, but I'm going for Sleep Powder once again. Actually, okay. I feel like my opponent would just double up. I feel like my opponent would Protect Destiny Bond as a play, or Psychic Shadow Ball again into Torkoal. You know what? I'm going for Sleep Powder. Into Drifblim, Protect. I think it's the safest call. I avoid a Destiny Bond potentially, and that could be a trap my opponent. Yeah, Protect. And I think it's a Destiny Bond. So I'm going to Protect Torkoal here. Shadow Ball. Oh, trying to get chip damage? Okay. Sleep Powder. At least we connect this one. And if we hit the next one on Lele, that would be a really nice factor. I guess I could go for After Eruption, but that wouldn't knock out the Lele at that range. So again, we're relying on Sleep Powers. That's the only way this team can rely beating on the Drifblim Tapu Lele. I think I would have to. I think I need a Steel type on this team, and Metagross is actually looking pretty good on this team, just because I feel like it would probably do more work right now, because this team's very scary. But then again, it doesn't exactly handle Willis Drifblim well, so maybe a Lumberry set? I don't know. Well, actually, that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. I think I had Metagross on like the original draft of this team. I think I actually did have Metagross on the original draft of this team, but I didn't like Metagross just because it didn't hit. Like, that's a problem. Like, Metagross not hitting is a problem. So Drifblim staying asleep. Last turn Tailwind, can we hit the Sleep Powder? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we hit a Sleep Powder, which is really nice because now we're able to eliminate Drifblim, which has its first turn of guaranteed sleep, as well as its Tapu Lele gains guaranteed first turn of sleep. Eruption's going to come out and knock out the Drifblim. And how much damage does this do to Tapu Lele? Oh, Bloomden would have probably knocked it out, but I didn't want to waste my Z move if I really didn't need to yet. Okay, let's see what comes out. Garchomp? Kartana? No, Kartana shouldn't come out. If Kartana comes out, I'm going to be kind of surprised. Does my opponent... Okay, Garchomp. Okay. So Tapu Lele's in range for one... Okay, Tapu Lele's in range for one Life Orb hit will end its life. I have Gyarados in the back. I think I'm just going to go for a... I don't need to Sleep Powder here. I guess I'll Bloom... I could After Eruption. Because what's Garchomp really going to do to my Lilligant? Yeah, like... Oh, it does have Fire Fang. But I feel like my opponent would just double protect and hope to wake up with Lele. So I'm going to go for After Eruption. I think it's safe play. I also have Gyarados in the back, so I don't really mind this. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so I was hoping Garchomp would protect here to try to get Lele to wake up. Oh, double protect. I don't know about that. Well, I guess if Lele wakes up, it's the same case. After you actually fails, we go for the Eruption and target down this Lele. So Lele goes down, which is quite nice. Quite nice. So Tapu Lele goes down, and Sunlight does fade, which is actually pretty perfect because that allows my Gyarados to potentially win here. Let's see what my opponent goes for. It's probably Arcanine. Yep, Arcanine's in the back. Okay, now this might be bad because I don't have the speed control up on the field. So maybe I needed to save Torkoal after all, but I can get Intimidate off here. Garchomp and this Arcanine can actually touch my Gyarados because Aaron's set was Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Bulldoze, Protect. The Garchomp was Fire Fang, Earthquake, Swords Dance. So I think I'm going to protect Lele and just go for a switch into Gyarados here. It's actually pretty good I didn't like burn my Z move because Tectonic Rage might be really helpful in knocking out this Arcanine. So we'll bring out this Gyarados, get the Intimidate off. Hopefully we burn the Z move from Garchomp. I think that's going to be the case here in this game. So Lilligant's going to protect, which is a very safe play, very passive. Unless the Arcanine carries Wild Charge, we're just going to see Swords Dance. And if this is like Fire, unless my opponent changed it, which is definitely possible because I don't think Fire Fang's like the best move. And we see the Protect. Okay. I need to knock out the Arcanine no matter what here. So I think I'm going to go out into my Torkoal. And click Tectonic Rage. I'm pretty sure this was a pretty slow Arcanine. Yeah, and Lilligant might be able to 1v1 the Garchomp with a Sleep Powder. I would really love to save Lilligant, so I'm just going to go for Tectonic Rage. We could see Protect from Arcanine and Fire Fang from Garchomp. I could definitely see that play. And if this is the case, the Torkoal does pretty well here. This is still going to be... Okay, so it really depends on what this Garchomp's last move is. If it is Aaron's, Fire Fang won't touch the Gyarados at all, even at +1. So we're alright here, as long as it's not a Stone Edge command. Because we should live a Rock Slide, but we won't live a Stone Edge. Torkoal comes out. And that's a slow Garchomp. Is Gyarados supposed to be that fast? I don't think it is. Alright, Tectonic Rage. Hitting this Arcanine. That's a really slow Garchomp. Okay. Tectonic Rage does pick up the knockout onto Arcanine. Yes. And we'll see what the Garchomp goes for. Poison Jab. So, okay, my opponent did have adjustment. That's pretty good. No poison, which is great. So Swords Dance, most likely Protect, Poison Jab, and you would have to assume and Earthquake because we saw Tectonic Rage. Unless it doesn't carry Protect for some reason, then I'm kind of scared. But I'm going to fire off a Heat Wave right here, and I'm just going to Dragon Dance up. We have already set up the Sun for our victory. So once Lilligant comes back out, I can just safely go for some... I can now Dragon Dance up, which is pretty free. And then I'm going to try to get Lilligant in as soon as possible. I could get Lilligant up now, but I'm wondering if my opponent just goes for the attack into Gyarados or goes for Earthquake into Torkoal. Yeah, Attack Rise, Poison Jab. I think that's Gyarados. Yes. Heat Wave does come out, does connect with my opponent, and that's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that does so much damage. So we have 2 turns of Sun left, so I'm kind of worried about how this endgame might play out. Actually, no, we didn't see Tectonic Rage from the Garchomp at all. What am I saying? So I'm worried that, at this case, the Sun might be stalled out here. Oh, what if the Sun is stalled out? I think I go out into Lilligant and Protect here. Yeah, I think this is the best play. Like, going out into Lilligant here because I'm pretty sure there's going to be another Poison Jab. And if I can get Lilligant in under the Sun, I can at least get, like, threat him with Sleep Powders or just a Leaf Storm in general because I think Leaf Storm's a better play. Earthquake's going to come out at +1. Will this be able to knock out Lilligant? I think it might be able to. Good play by my opponent just going for the Earthquake. But nice, Lilligant's able to survive, which is really clutch. Surprised my opponent didn't just go for the Z move right there. But that's perfect. I can go for my Leaf Storm right here. How many turns of Sun are left? 2, right? Yes. So I'll go for a Waterfall and a Leaf Storm. Because I don't want to waste any turns. We're going to see Garchomp go for Protect. Okay. So Leaf Storm's going to come out, target down the Garchomp, and I will go for Waterfall. I could have Dragon Dance because I was kind of reading the Protect coming out from the Garchomp, but I don't think that was the right call. Because if I... Okay, because if Leaf Storm didn't knock it out and then knocked out my Gyarados, he could have protected the following turn. And then I would have been screwed. So I wanted chip damage. So I'm going to go for chip damage once again. Garchomp going for a double protect. Fails though. I think that was my opponent's... Like, even if he got the double protect, I wouldn't have minded too much. Because I just switch out my Lilligant Hard into Torkoal and just sack my Gyarados. Most likely he just... he either Earthquakes or Poison Jabs. Either way, one of my Pokemon go down. Whether it's the Gyarados or the Torkoal. And I have 4 turns of Sun to abuse. And I just have to hit the Leaf Storm basically in order to win the game. So I don't mind that at all. It's kind of weird how like the lighting is changing every time I move my head, but okay. So we take one game. We're 1-1. I'm hoping we can finish off this team with a win. Would really love to finish off this team with a win. I think this team started strong, and then I kind of, as we kind of like passed by, there was like a lot of tough matchups that I kind of learned that this team had. So let's see. Hopefully we can get one more win. We're gonna find Color Oro BC, United States. Mimikyu, Tapu Lele, Metagross, Arcanine, Milotic, and Ninetales. So, ooh. Pretty interesting match. Okay. Okay. I don't know how I win this. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea how I actually win this. Xurkitree does good neutral damage in general. Do I need Lilligant? I don't think I need Lilligant. It would be nice. I don't think I need Lilligant though. Let's go Gyarados. Weavile, because I kind of like the lead against my opponent. Is Weavile that good? Maybe Xurkitree. Maybe Xurkitree is the call. I kind of don't like Weavile actually. It doesn't do much in this matchup. Icy Wind doesn't help at all. Fake Out doesn't help at all against the Terrain War. I think I'll go Tapu Bulu Torkoal in the back. Because Torkoal kind of beats my opponent under Trick Room. And Tapu Bulu kind of beats everything out of Trick Room. So I think I'm going to go with this case. This is going to be an interesting matchup because I have no idea how this matchup is going to play. Lele is a bit annoying. Mimikyu's a bit annoying. Metagross isn't that annoying. But Ninetales is going to be an annoying Pokemon to deal with. I wonder how my opponent's going to react to this team. I don't know what my opponent would bring. All I know is my opponent should bring Arcanine 100%. So Xurkitree, Gyarados will take the field. Tapu Lele, Arcanine. Okay, fair. So the Arcanine goes first, which is good information to note. If I get rid of this Arcanine, I think I win the game with my Bulu, or I win the game with my Torkoal. So it's not Scarf on the Tapu Lele, so that's good to know. I feel like my opponent will go for a Wild Charge here, and maybe just a Psychic. I think going to Bulu because I would be able to live the Psychic range and absorb a potential Wild Charge. And I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt the Arcanine and try to get as much chip damage as possible to maybe put in like the Wood Hammer range from my Tapu Bulu. So what's nice is the Lele will go down to Wood Hammer, and my opponent doesn't have exactly a switch into Wood Hammer. My opponent would either have to sack a trade for the Disguise on Mimikyu, the Focus Sash on Ninetales, or maybe has Metagross in the back. Those are the only cases where my opponent could actually take a Wood Hammer. We're going to see Arcanine withdraw, which is interesting. Good Preserve, Intimidate. Metagross is going to come out. I don't mind this. Like, I get a strong Thunderbolt into the Metagross, as well as get Tapu Bulu in. So Tapu Bulu is going to be able to do a lot of work in this game. I wonder what my opponent did with the Tapu Lele. Psychic? Maybe Psychium Z? We're faster than Tapu Lele. That's good information. Thunderbolt into the Metagross. Oh my lord, that did damage. Shadow Psyche, okay. So Shadow Psyche is going to come out and target down my... I don't know who that's going to target down, Xurkitree or Tapu Bulu, because to be honest, both of them are threats. Like, Gyarados was a threat, and Xurkitree's a threat, so... It's going to be Xurkitree, which makes sense. Can we survive this since we no longer are in Psychic Terrain? No. Dude, that thing's so strong. Okay. So I'm going to bring out Gyarados here. Tapu Lele is not a Pokemon that usually carries Thunderbolt unless it's the Spec set, and this isn't Spec's Tapu Lele, it's not Scarf Eater. I feel like Tapu Lele would just switch out to Arcanine and Metagross might protect, or I think Woodhammer's the call into the Metagross slot, and I think I'll just Dragon Dance up. I really don't expect Thunderbolt. If there is a Thunderbolt, oh wow. Was not expecting that switch. Oh! We take those. Okay. Protect? No protects, okay. Oh, you have Thunderbolt, don't you? There's a knockout on my Lodic, which switched into the Woodhammer, so Tapu Bulu taking so much recoil. If this is Thunderbolt, I'm dead. If this is Thunderbolt, I'm dead. Ah! No! So Thunderbolt isn't exactly the most common third move. Maybe I should have scouted for it. I was really hoping my opponent didn't have it. I think that's game. I can't beat Arcanine. Or maybe I can? Oh, oh jeez. Oh jeez. I think Arcanine's probably no. Arcanine is 100% the best play. Switch out Lele, go into Metagross. Yeah, Arcanine. Okay, so the reason why I didn't expect Thunderbolt on Tapu Lele, it's not a very common third move to run on a Tapu Lele that wasn't spec, since we saw the Psychium Z usually they don't opt for the third attack. They usually opt for something such as Taunt, Substitute maybe. We've seen, I think, Dazzling Gleam as a third common move on like Life Orb sets. I was not expecting Thunderbolt. But then again, look at the team composition. My opponent does have like a severe weakness to Gyarados, but I felt like Ninetales might have Freeze Dry to handle that weakness. Maybe I should have just doubled up until Lele with a Woodhammer. We can still win this if my opponent chokes for some reason. I'm gonna Heat Wave. Yeah. Withdraw Tapu Lele, go out into the Metagross. Yep. So my opponent doesn't protect the Arcanine, and we get like big crits. We could potentially win this. Whenever it does a good amount to the Arcanine, it's going to be taking recoil from the Flare Blitz most likely. Yeah. Actually, if I Eruption, maybe I had a better chance. Okay, so Tapu Bulu goes down. How much recoil though? Maybe I should have Eruptioned. Heat Wave. Okay, connects. Does this knock out Arcanine? Ah. No, but I think we were... And it's a berry on Arcanine. Which is the Iapapa or something like that. Mago. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Okay, even if I Eruption there, like, the Tapu Lele comes in... Like, I don't think I won the game regardless, unless Heat Wave crit. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if Heat Wave crit, even with the Sun, single target, would knock out this Lele, since it seems bulky in its investment because it was slow. So, yeah. So basically, what if I Eruption there, I knock out the Arcanine as well as the... I knock out the Arcanine as well as the... What's it called? Metagross. Is Tapu Lele full health versus my Torkoal. And I take a Psychic. I take one Psychic. I don't take it very well. And then Heat Wave, I have to crit. I don't think that knocks out a bulky Tapu Lele. So yeah, I don't think I had the game regardless. Yeah, just having Thunderbolt, man. I was really hoping my opponent wouldn't carry Thunderbolt, since it's not really a move that we see out, but maybe it's for like Celesteela, because actually it might make sense on my opponent's team now that I'm thinking about it, because Celesteela is like a big threat to my opponent's team. Like, my opponent didn't exactly have the best answer, so maybe that's the reason why my opponent carries Thunderbolt. Probably my fault. That stinks. We go negative on today's episode and end off the team at 1-2. That's not a very good note to end off, people. And I'm sorry for a pretty poor played episode today. Hopefully the next team, which I still haven't decided on yet because I haven't actually even begun making it. So I have no idea what the next team is going to be. I'm probably going to be featuring a QR team for a week because I have no idea what I'm actually going to feature on the next episode of VGC 17 Backbreak Battles. If you have any ideas, though, feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. You can also check out the description for the team, the QR code if you want to maybe try out, change some stuff. Tell me your suggestions for how this team can improve and how maybe you found a better way to make this team, or maybe this team is just not right in the current state of the meta. Let me know. You can also check out my social medias down below as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. See you around in the next episode.